Hello friends, welcome to the TechNote Guy. My name is Vaibhav, and in this video we are going to install ERPNext version 15 using Docker for development. We will also create a new site for testing purpose. So let's get started. I have this installation guide with me and we are going to follow these steps one by one as you can see here. So our first step is to clone the Frappe Docker repository in our local system. I'm going to copy this command and paste it in terminal. We have cloned the Frappe Docker repository. We need to switch to that folder. In the next step, we are going to copy the dev container config file. In the step 3, we will need to set up some basic configuration for debugging in VS Code. As you can see in the step 4, we need to install a dev container extension for VS Code. This will help us to open our Frappe Docker repository in the container, in the remote container, and it will make our job a little bit easy. I've already installed this extension, so it should show that I've already installed. Yep, it is showing me. Now in the next step, we need to open our Frappe Docker folder in the VS Code. I can simply type code. As you can see here, we have the option of opening our Frappe Docker repository in remote container. So we'll open in the remote container extension. As you can see, the container is being started. This will take some time depending on the configuration of your system. Now we have opened our Frappe Docker folder in the dev container extension successfully. So this really took a significant amount of time. Now let's open the terminal. Now the requirement of Node for version 15 is the version 18. So we are going to use Node version 18. And we are using the 18 version of Node. Now we have to initialize our bench. Let me adjust this command. Our bench folder is being initialized and the Frappe framework and the application is getting installed in the container. This process should also take some time depending on the configuration of your system. So you need to be patient with that. Oops. This looks like some network issues. So no issue. I'm having some network issues here. We'll run that command again. As you can see here, we have successfully initialized our bench directory and installed our Frappe application. As you can see here, there are no errors. The error that we encountered earlier, it had nothing to do with any configuration. It was a network error. The area where I'm sitting here, it has some network issues. That's why that error came up. As you can see now, we have our Frappe bench folder, so we are going to switch to that folder. Yes, you can see we have our Frappe bench folder initialized. So in the next step, we need to set some configuration for our bench. Again, we are going to copy these commands one by one. Let me type it by hand. Now, in the next step, we are going to create a new site. You can name site anything you want. You don't need to pass this long command. Simple way, I'll show you. We will name our site test. Now the default MySQL root password is 123. And you can see here our site is being created. Now it is asking us to set the administrator password. I'm going to set it very simple, 12345. Again 12345, because it's a testing site. You don't set this simple password in production sites, right? Now the next steps are to install the apps. So here many apps are given. So for the example, we are going to install the ERPNext application, but you can install any other applications that you want. But since this is just a testing, so we'll only install the ERPNext app. First, we will get the app in our bench folder. Again, a bad network issue we are facing. We'll run that command again. I hope this time it doesn't give an error. So far going good. Yeah, it didn't give any network error. So now we have installed the ERPNext app in our bench folder. Now we need to install this ERPNext app on our created site. So we can install that app by running command test site. Our site name is test. You can refer the official Frappe frameworks documentation for more command. We have installed the ERPNext app on our site successfully. Now we will run our site. We will also enable the developer mode. We will do the bench build. The static this will build the static assets for us, load the CSS and JavaScript files. We also run bench migrate command. Although these commands are optional, you can skip them, but for the safer side, we are running them. Skipping these commands won't cause you any problem. Now let's start our development server by bench start. As you can see here, the site is running on the port 8001. You can access our site. You can access our site in Mozilla site 8000. We set the administrator password 12345. We'll set up some site. As you can see, our site is ready, and we will need to enter company name, company abbreviation, and fill the required details, and we can set up the site easily for development purpose. So we have installed ERPNext version 15 using Docker on Ubuntu for development. So that's it for the video, and I really apologize for the network issues we faced earlier, and otherwise this video would have been much more smaller. I try to keep things as simple as possible, and yeah, our server is also running very good, and there are no errors here. To stop the server, you can press the Ctrl C, and to run the site again, you can run the command bench start. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you.